Welcome back. All right, so the Dallas Stars, they don't do anything the easy way. It's not a thing. That being said, while we had a 6-1 win, we had a 7-3 win, we had a 7-4 win today. This was the one that had a lot of tension. Now, for anybody who watches this that says, well, I didn't watch it because I thought it was going to be boring, this was not a boring game. A lot of energy in this one. Pretty lively crowd, although I have some issues with said crowd. But that being said, let's go ahead and jump into this. Markstrom versus Ottinger. And both goaltenders played, I thought, quite well tonight. So, it's Goudreau gets denied early, and then we have Klingberg versus Tkachuk again. So, Klingberg's now up to 24 penalty minutes in 3 games. I don't know. He's just decided, like the Flames and he have decided that they're mortal enemies. It's news to me. Klingberg's not usually the type to have mortal enemies, but here we are. So the Flames draw a power play the next shift, and this was the concern that I had, was that Dallas was definitely, there were some issues with their not crossing lines early in this game. Coleman has a chance to deflect out. Toffoli has one that's blocked. The Stars clear it out. It's killed off. No shots actually reach the net during that power play, so they get away with it. Stars press after it ends. However, the Flames go back to the power play. So, again, now the Flames power play did not connect in this game, but you cannot continue to play this game with Calgary because that power play can very well be lethal. So, and again, I put reckless Stars so far, but 4 seconds later, it's 4-on-4. So that's why that power play doesn't connect. And there was a lot of 4-on-4 in this one as well. Stars press after everything ends, or no, the shots are 4-1 for the Flames at 6 minutes, so I didn't track like everything being killed off because it was only 4 seconds of a power play for either team. Suter fires one wide on a turnover, and then we get 2 minutes of 4-on-4. Again, I believe altogether we've got 8 or 9 times in the last 2 games that these teams have played 4-on-4 for either a full or very nearly a full 2 minutes. There's a post for Shillington. Heiskanen has a chance that's saved, and both goalies looked kind of shaky early on. There were moments where Ottinger wasn't quite in the right spot, and Markstrom was bobbling a puck. And Fox ends up opening the scoring from Lindell and Heiskanen at 8:21, and it deflects in off of him, and it's off of a 1 faceoff. So we win the faceoff, go to the net, and he gets the goal. That was a 4-on-4 goal. That was only the 3rd shot of the game for Dallas. The Stars press for another. Pavelski has a blast that's tipped wide. Maybe these teams should just start playing 4-on-4. Just right from the start of the game, just play 4-on-4, and then I don't have to track anything because they're already 4-on-4. So Fox has a wraparound that's held because he's starting to think he's a goal scorer with that one, right? Stars top line presses. Markstrom holds, though. There's a near miss for Backlund. The Flames press back. Lucic fires one wide. The Flames score. There's a goalie interference challenge. I'll be honest. I thought there might be enough there to overturn it. What I think is happening, because I know the goalie interference calls are becoming very controversial, I think that they default to what the call was on the ice. So, in this case, it was a goal, and in order for it to be overturned, it has to be something really strong to overturn it. And in this case, it was not a strong enough case to overturn said goal. So it counts. Lewis gets the goal from Lucic and Zadorov at 13:45, which means that's a delay of game call against Rick Bowness, and so the Stars are back to killing a penalty. We get a shorthanded 3-on-2, Lindell's denied, and then Hanifin misses on one, because the problem is that when you have a 3-on-2 shorthanded, that puck gets turned over, all of a sudden the Flames have an odd man rush the other way. So the Stars do clear out on that Hanifin chance. Yarncroke's then denied. Good cycle on that power play. The Stars kill it off, but there's 3 shots. So that was a dangerous power play, and this is where Ottinger starts to really play like Ottinger, and really, he's been quite the revelation. Flames then go to the box. The Stars go to the power play, which is 0 for 8 in the series to that point. Goodbranson shot blocks. Backlund clears. That's killed off, so Dallas 0 for 9. We go to the second period. Pavelski's denied on a turnover. Hakanpää has a shot that's blocked. Gurianov had one that was blocked as well on a 3-on-2. Lucic drops Klingberg with a hit. Every time Klingberg's anywhere near the puck, the Flames drop him. It is the oddest thing. It's just, they just hate him, and that's how that series is going. And I get it. This is one of those times where I see a player on the team I cheer for getting knocked down, and I'm like, yeah. No, he kind of brought it on himself. So Kiviranta has a shot that's blocked. The Flames rush, and Lindholm scores from Gaudreau at 3:40. He buries that one from the slot, and then the Flames resume their shot blocking the next time the Stars press. So the Flames are doing a good job of shot blocking. Now they have a 2-1 lead, and the momentum seems to be in their favor. And when Dallas gets opportunities, they're not really getting enough on the net. Hanifin has a rush chance saved, pushing after Ottinger holds on there. Sagan breaks up a 2-on-1. The Flames press. The Flames get another power play, which is their fourth. It was their final one. It's dangerous off the face-off. Ottinger sharp. Ottinger's the reason that this penalty kill works. The Stars were definitely off their game and they were agitated. And this is where I'm like, all right, guys, you've already taken 4 penalties. And I'm not including the 4-on-4s. Just don't give Calgary more opportunities, because they did kill this off, but it got 6 shots. So as great as Ottinger played, you don't want to be giving them more power play opportunities like that. Markstrom robs Heiskanen. However, Pavelski scores on an uncharacteristic rebound off Markstrom. Heiskanen and Suter with the assist at 11:41. And you kind of feel bad about it, because that save by Markstrom is going to be in highlight reel packages for months, if not years. It was absolutely gorgeous. And then Pavelski scores to tie the game at 11:41. Then Shillington and Raffl are unfriendly, so what happens? Right, 4-on-4 for 2 minutes, because it's Dallas and Calgary, and these teams really can't stand one another. Ref is told that he sucks due to a non-call. It was a good non-call. I don't know what Dallas fans wanted to be called there, but it was a good non-call. Because, again, things happen. Guys fall down. It happens. It doesn't always mean a penalty. Ottinger holds a Lewis chance. Lindholm was denied. Coleman can't bury the rebound. Lindholm nearly fools Ottinger. A puck that he loses track of, and he manages to hold on to. Ottinger's instincts about when to hold the puck were very strong tonight. Greatly appreciated. Glendening's then denied as the Stars press with 2 minutes left. The Stars draw a power play with 35.8 seconds left. So that rolls over into the third. Really strong penalty kill by the Flames. Doesn't give Dallas much of anything. So they kill that off. That puts Dallas at 0 for 10 in the series. So no power play goals to this point for Dallas at all in two games and 2 periods. Mangiapane then has a rush chance saved. Anderson's was held, and this is where Calgary starts to look dangerous again. Flames have a 3-on-2 that sets up a press. Shillington's backhand was saved. The Stars clear it out. Gaudreau's denied, and Ottinger holds again. So this is part of what I think maybe makes Dallas games boring for the people to watch. Ottinger just holds the puck. Ottinger will hold the puck 9 times out of 10, because I think he understands, you know what, we've got guys who are good on faceoffs. I'm not scared of a face-off in my own zone. I'll just cover the puck. We'll start with a fresh play rather than play it out and risk maybe a turnover, that kind of thing. The shots are 4-2 for the Flames at 5 minutes. Kiviranta then had a shot that was blocked. Teams exchange rushes at this point. Lindholm has a shot deflect wide. The Flames press, but again, Ottinger saves. It's just the reason I got his jersey. So this is a pattern. So the Flames get a press, Ottinger holds. The Flames get a press, Ottinger, because he just was everywhere tonight. Hintz fires wide on a rush with 11:02 left. The Stars get their power play, the 11th of the series, right? So they score on it. Now, what's interesting with this is it's not your standard power play goal. So Pavelski gets the goal from Nemesnikov and Klingberg at 10:05. It's a rush goal. So it wasn't scored because it was a power play goal. It was scored because it wasn't, really. It was a rush goal. So when they set up and they get into their cycle and everything, well, Dallas isn't going to score. In this case, they do. So Toffoli then had a chance that was held, and there's some shoving, because now it's 3-2 for Dallas, and the Flames are going to push back. We get 2 minutes of 4-on-4. What a surprise. The shots are 10-4 for Calgary with 5 minutes left. So again, they're playing well. They're getting opportunities. Ottinger's stopping them. The Flames press again. The Stars don't do anything easy. That's all I was thinking watching it, so I wrote it on the board. Gaudreau's denied in alone. That, I don't know what I'm more impressed by. The sheer lunacy of a turnover to Johnny Gaudreau. Well, it was a turnover to, I think it was Lucic that had it passed it to Gaudreau, but he's alone. So if you're going to leave a guy alone for the Calgary Flames, not Gaudreau. I just, probably not Lindholm or Tkachuk either, but at any rate, that might have been the best save of the year for Jake Ottinger. That saves saves the game from suddenly being tied. And I was pretty sure, I kind of did this. I was like, oh my gosh. So he's denied. Then the Stars are a crossbar from a 2-goal lead because Sagan tips it and it just hits the bar. So they pull the goaltender with 1:40 left. I think they were going to pull Markstrom before that, but the Stars were pressing and they weren't letting them set up. With 1:36 left, the Flames call a timeout. And this is where I noticed there were fans headed up the stairs. There's 1:36 left. It's a home game, right? You're wearing the jersey of the home team that's up by 1 with 1:36 left. There's almost no reason to be leaving at this stage of the game. Screw getting ahead of traffic. You need to sit, you need to watch the rest of the... I don't understand. It's sort of like at the start of each period, I noticed there were a ton of empty seats. Now they do fill up, but it's like, this is playoffs. You're paying premium dollars for this. Anyways, 1:29 left. The Stars are icing it. It's one of those, we've seen this before where fans will leave and then they realize, oh, something happened and they have to come back, or they try to come back, right? So Toffoli to Tkachuk was defended with 16.6 seconds left. The Stars ice it again. I thought Gary Galley, it was Gary Galley who was the color guy for Sportsnet, right? He was losing it. He was so mad at Dallas for icing the puck, and all I could think was, this is what Dallas does. They ice the puck when they're 5 versus 6. They're not scared of face-offs in their own zone because they're very good on face-offs. Fox is very good on face-offs. Does a defensive zone face-off? You know Radek's out there. You're not worried about it. And I think he was like 67% in the face-off circle. So they were intentionally icing it. Jamie Benn didn't take that extra stride to get to center ice because I guess he didn't feel like it. Even though if he had, the game would have been over. Even if he misses the empty net, if he gets to center ice, it's done. Anyways, they do get the empty netter with 1 second left. Rope Hintz hits the empty net from Hakanpää and Benn, and Dallas wins 4-2. So it was a nail-biter. Now, the 3 Stars were late populating on the app. So I did my own 3 Stars, and now I've looked at what theirs are, and it's close. Mine, I had Ottinger as number 1, because without Jake's fantastic saving, the Flames win this game. I honestly believe that the Flames would have won this game if Ottinger wasn't standing on his head. Some of those saves were fantastic. Pavelski, I have a 2nd star, and I put Lindell as 3rd star. But you know what? Because he has the setup on this one, but I'm going to change that. I'm going to do a different color too, because I think that the Flames deserve a 3rd star on there, and I'll go with Lindholm. Yeah, I'll go with Lindholm. Now the actual 3 Stars were Pavelski, Ottinger, and Heiskanen. So 3 Dallas Stars, I would have, yeah, Lindholm. So there you go. Your shots in this one: 13-12 Calgary in the first, 16-12 Calgary in the second, 12-8 Calgary in the third. Final shots: 41-32 for the Flames. Power plays: Calgary 0 for 4, Dallas 1 for 4. It worked. It got them the win tonight. It wasn't pretty, but eventually a power play goal wins it for them. And the final hits were 44-23 for Dallas. Dallas was hitting a lot. I felt like they were being overly aggressive at points during the game. So, yeah, it works out for them. But I honestly thought they were lucky there was a lot of 4-on-4s where they might have ended up shorthanded more often than they did. So, it's a balancing act. Markstrom saves 28 out of 31 in the loss. Ottinger saves 39 out of 41 in the win. And, yeah, it's a good night for Otter. Dallas wins the game, so they're ahead in the series 2-1. We'll see what happens in Game 4 on Monday. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. If you're browsing your way through, you just happened upon this video. And hey, thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I'll talk to you again soon.